head coach told me before the game, he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Baylor's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes DJ Lagway. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Lagway. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Lagway to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Out wide left, it's Smith. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running inside. It's Goff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. And the misconnection on third down. The Broncos decide to punt it away.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Throwing, Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Wagner. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He's got him this time. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hits inside, it's Beal. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down, Lagway. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Left side, it's Wagner. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the edge. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Lagway wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The run inside. It's Turner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lagway. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Fourth down, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's 4. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Out wide right, it's Bates. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Gaines. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. He'll throw it. Just left that ball well short. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl wrap, curls right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Drops back. It's Lagway. Over the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Lagway. Rush right in his face. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Comes down, it's Miller. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Lagway wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to establish the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Drives inside. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Touchdown, Broncos! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Flagway. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Stands in and takes the hit. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him in a...
It's a running room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's first and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to...
And he's got room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He's changing the play. Snap in the shotgun. Rush is on. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable...
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Left side is Gaines.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got the quick pass. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Lagway. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. wants to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Breaks into the open. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
To the air, it's Lagway. Just gets rid of that one.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Good, strong tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Right side, it's Miller. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick give. It's Lagway. Here's a little room there. What powerful running just... Moving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Plows his way ahead. Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Sets his feet. It's Madsen. Out wide right, it's Wagner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Sells the run, looking to pass. With the catch, it's Gaines. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Burrowing for yardage. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Flagway. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. To throw, it's Flagway. Caught! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bears! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Drops back on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, going to throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ball game.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Flagway from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Lagway to pass. He'll heave it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. This time on target.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. DJ gonna fire again. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. Was trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just did. Get all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lost the throw on 1st. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Turns it on down the left side. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous